What's happening, everybody, man? Look, me and SK gonna get into this week 9 matchup versus the Commanders, man. I like to call them the commies. I ain't gonna lie, man. They the commies if you ask me. But hey, look, Kirk Cousins is due for one of them games. Me and SK gonna get into that right after this.
Yo, what's good, Rap?
Man, chilling, man. Ready for this matchup. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel real confident, man. I know we're gonna get into that, man, but yeah, I'm feeling good, man. Saturday
Yeah,
night. We sipping some
buddy.
champagne tonight, man. We popping bottles already, man, on
Oh,
Saturday.
we popping bottles already?
Already. We ain't even waiting tomorrow, man. We just gonna go ahead
You
and get it out the way right now.
got the fancy over there. You feeling fancy? You got to drink
Man,
with the
I'm feeling
pinky
fancy.
out.
Yeah, man, for sure. What's happening? Knowledge in the
Yeah, what's
building,
going on,
man.
everybody? Let me get these comments up too. Make sure I go over those. What's up, Knowledge? Thank you for tapping in with us.
Yeah, knowledge,
Everybody
man. We sipping champagne already. Knowledge, you know what I'm saying? We sipping champagne already, man. We ain't even waiting till tomorrow.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Justin, what's going on, my guy? Let me see if what he say. If Rap ain't said his name yet, I figured it out as the last show ended.
Oh yeah. No,
Oh, so you know he's Rap.
like I think we were talking. I think Colton was in the building and he was wanting to know my real name, but yeah, like he was struggling to figure out my real name, but I was like, yeah, man, I'll tell you one day this week,
You
man.
wanted the government.
Yeah, he wanted the government, which I ain't tripping, you know what I mean? My government fire. What's my name? Hey, go ahead, put it in the comments, Justin, man. Type my name in the comments. So for
Say it.
people that want to know, they can see it. But yeah,
Yeah,
man.
make sure you hit that share button too, guys. Everybody that's
Yeah, for sure.
tapping in, especially on Facebook. We're trying to build this new Facebook page up because of the BS that we went through with our first page. So make sure you hit that share button. If you don't already, go ahead and subscribe, not only to the Facebook, but also the YouTube channel as well. We appreciate you guys' support. But man, let's get down to it, bro. We got a game tomorrow morning. We got the Commanders. You can say all you want about Commanders aren't that good this year. Well, they're coming off 3 straight wins. They're on a roll right now. And every game's tough for the Vikings, bro. Nothing's going to be easy for us. I think we just got to accept that. And we're going to their house as well, on grass. First time Kirk Cousins is back in Washington against his former franchise. So, I mean, I guess that'll be the first question. I'm gonna ask everybody tapping in, watching right now, and I'm gonna ask you, Rap, what are your expectations for Kirk making his first return back to Washington?
Man, it gotta be a you like that game, man. That's just the bottom line. And Justin, no, that's
He's
not
got
my
to
name,
say it
man.
too.
Justin, you got the
Rakeem.
name. You got the name wrong, bro. I thought you knew, man. Damn it. Now I
Oh
still have to play.
man.
But nah, but I feel what Jim's saying that he's worried about our offensive line because their defensive line has been playing pretty stout the past couple of weeks. And they
Yeah.
are on a 3-game winning streak. So we gotta consider that as well. You know, they've been winning, even though they struck. This is my thing though. They struggle to put up 17 points. Like if they get 17 points, they're like using every inch of power they got to score 17 points. So like,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, guys, man. All we got to do is really score 20 points to win this ball game. But I see us scoring more than that, and we'll get into that later. But yeah, I expect Kurt to have a good game, though, man, for sure. Good
I
game.
mean,
The game we've been waiting for.
Yeah, we've been waiting on that game this entire season. Now, again,
Yeah.
we're not complaining because we're winning games. So if Kirk goes out there and throws for 100 yards and we still come away with the win, it is what it is. But
Mhm.
I want one of those games for Kirk, man. And if I'm being honest with you, with how this season's going, we're 6-1. Hopefully, we go to 7-1 tomorrow, and we head into that Buffalo Bills game. If Kirk gets a couple games where he strings together
Yep.
and he puts on the performance that we're used to as far as stats go, then he's
Yep.
gonna wiggle himself right into the MVP conversation. And I
Oh
think
yeah.
he's already 5th in MVP odds right now. So if
Yeah.
he adds 2, maybe 3 games in the next month, especially against the teams that we play against outside of the
Yeah.
Commanders, if he puts together against the Bills, against the Cowboys, and against the Patriots, then we're talking about Kirk actually being in the MVP conversation, especially if we come away with wins in those games. So I'm with you. We're waiting on that big Kirk game. I don't necessarily know if this is going to be the game that he does it, but we're waiting on it, man. We're waiting on it. If he does in this game, I wouldn't necessarily be surprised. It's against his old team. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a "you like that," like you said. So it's going to be very entertaining, this game, and it's going to be tough. Just like I said, with every opponent that the Minnesota Vikings have this season, it's going to be tough. The next game we play against the Lions is going to be tough.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't think tomorrow gonna be tough. I don't think tomorrow gonna be tough,
You
man.
said that about the Cardinals game.
Man, I just don't, man. The Cardinals weren't really tough. Were they tough? That wasn't tough, man. We smacked the Cardinals,
It was a one-possession game.
It was closer. It was closer than it actually should have been, though, honestly. But, yeah, I mean, it was a one-possession game, though.
I mean, look, if our kicker makes 2 kicks, that game's a different.
It's over with in the early fourth.
It's over with. So that's one thing I'm looking for in this game, is that I gotta see Greg Joseph get his shit together, dog. We can talk about Kirk all we want. We can talk about the run game, the pass game, the defense all we want. They're doing what they need to do. The thing is when we have opportunities to put up points, especially against a team like this, you can't let a team like Washington hang around, because I think we're all familiar with what Heineke brings. Heineke's not the greatest quarterback. We all know that. But he's got that little bit of magic, and he's got kind of like that Case Keenum kind of magic in him, to where if you keep it close and you give him opportunity, then chances are he's going to take that opportunity. He's going to come away with the win. We've seen it multiple times before. He almost beat Tom Brady and the eventual Super Bowl champions a couple years back. So let's not sit here and look, Rap, you're on the easy train thing, and it's going to be simple. I think it's going to be another rough game.
I think Taylor Heineke throws a lot of effort balls. You feel me? Just like how I said with Kyler Murray, I said he would throw an effort ball. He sure did. That costed them almost the game.
2 of them.
Harrison Smith getting the intercept. Exactly, 2 of them. You know what I'm saying? And I think Taylor Heineke is very similar but worse. All right, he's gonna throw. Terry McLaurin is the sole reason. Now Taylor Heineke had to throw the ball because somebody got to throw it. You feel me? But anybody could have threw that ball. You know what I'm saying? Like McLaurin made that play happen. He snatched the ball out of what's the boy Gilmore's hands. But you know, like he's okay though. You know what I mean? He's a game manager. He is that. He's a little bit mobile, but man, I just don't see him. I don't see him giving us that much problems, man. I just don't, man. I'm sorry. I don't, man. I'm sipping the purple Kool-Aid, man.
Man, you've been sipping the purple Kool-Aid, and I respect it, but at the same time, we're really sitting here going into that Miami Dolphins game saying Skylar Thompson wasn't going to give us no problems.
Yeah, for sure.
And he was giving us problems until he got injured. So I'm not gonna sit here and get my hopes up week in and week out and feel like we're gonna blow a team out or it's gonna be a simple victory. I've just come to the conclusion that, and I feel like I say this every week, that this is just the 2022 Minnesota Vikings, and we got to accept it. Like, every game's going to be tough, and there's going to be a game or 2 that we slip up, and it comes back to bite us in the ass. Now, hopefully that's not during playoff time to where the games really matter. I'm hoping that happens, sometime during the regular season. We get it out the way. But you cannot – me and Justin talk about this shit all the time. You cannot keep winning games the way we're winning. It's not sustainable. We keep catching breaks, whether it's the refs. I'm not going to say being on our side, but catching breaks from the refs. I mean, we're missing field goals. We're getting field goals blocked. That's not going to be sustainable throughout the entire season. It's just not. So there's things that we got to get together. There's definitely things we need to get together. But
as a fact,
as for Kirk, man, I'm expecting like a 250 from Kirk tomorrow. I'm not expecting these godly numbers like I have been in weeks past. I'm not gonna get my hopes up for that. I'm just gonna hope for a win. That plain and simple.
That's a fact. What's up, Colton, man? I appreciate Colton tapping in with us tonight. This is my thing. I just think that we're really good at playing the style of football we play. So this is my new thing this year with the 2022 Vikings is we are just very elite at playing close games, and we're hard to beat. You know what I'm saying? We're hard
Yeah.
to beat when it's a one possession game. We the ones that control that narrative. And if it comes down to a one possession game tomorrow and we win, it's because we controlled the narrative. You know, that's how I'm starting to think about it. Because we just have the mental stability to play in those type of games. We like that pressure, and pressure creates diamonds, man. That's just what is happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were folding last year. You know, every time we were in a game like that, we would find a way to let it slip away. Well, this year's a different story, and I just feel good, man. And I know the Bills game, my narrative is going to change, obviously, because they're a way more talented team. That's gonna be a different ball game. But I mean, the Commanders, dog, I'm not worried about the Commanders, man. To me, they remind me of the Lions and shit. They do. They do. They remind me of the Lions, bro. They do.
Nah, I wouldn't say the Lions. I feel like they got a little bit more grit than Lions, and they have a far better defense than Lions. They're third overall on third down defense, giving up 31% first downs on third down most of the time. But it's their offense is the problem. Their defense,
their defensive line is a savage too. Their defensive line,
yeah, exactly, and that's without Chase Young too. So I think they said Chase Young was out for this game on Sunday. So thank God. But at the same time, that's still a strong defensive front, man. And if there's anything, I'm not going to say this is a weakness of our team anymore, because it's not, the offensive line. But if there's a place that teams are going to try and take advantage of or try and attack, it's still our offensive line. Whether our offensive line holds up or not, there's still teams out there that feel, you know what, we can still get after it. As long as we get in Kirk's face, you know, it's going to be a different story. We're going to come away with this win. So I think that's
they scared of us though, bro. They're scared of us, man.
That's one thing I was just about to say. That knowledge is that one thing we can take away from these close games is that we're battle tested. So at this point, I don't know if it's just me, but when it comes down to these close games and we're in the fourth quarter, like, I'm not even as emotional anymore. I kind of like can already see it happening. Like that last game against the Cardinals, I'm sitting there at the bar watching the game, and we go up, what was it, 28-17 or something like that. We go up by 2 possessions at the beginning of the fourth quarter. And my boy Mike was like, "Oh, y'all pulling away now, huh?" And I was like, "Nah, dog. Don't get it twisted. They're about to get right back in this game." And sure enough, it was that long touchdown pass to Ronald Moore that got him right back in the game. And I was just sitting there like, this is what we do. This is the 2022 Vikings. Like, we're going to have times where it's frustrating as hell. Like, what? Just get a damn stop. Like, get a stop and this game's over. But that's just not the Vikings this year, man. We just got to accept that. So I've gotten to a point where I'm not even surprised anymore. I'm expecting a tight.
We're gonna give you that blowout tomorrow, man. We're gonna give you that blowout SK tomorrow, man.
Hey, I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting on the blowout.
We'll get that blowout, man. Get ready, man. Get ready for the blowout tomorrow. Buckle up.
They can wait a whole another week and give me a blowout next week and just come away with a close win this week. I'm cool with that. Because you know what's funny, Doug? It would be so Minnesota Vikings to come into this game. You know, we rough it out. We come away with another mucky victory. Then we go into Buffalo, somehow find a way to beat Buffalo. And now you're probably...
we do that. We're going to the Super Bowl.
You at that point, you're probably considered a top 1 or 2 team in the league. And then the following week, you lose to Dallas at home. So that'd be so Minnesota Vikings-like. But again, we're worried about these Commanders, though. I'm telling you right now, Rap, it's not gonna be easy. It's on the road.
You'll be texting me tomorrow. I already know you're gonna be texting me tomorrow too. As the game, when it's a close game, you're gonna be like, "See, Rap, I told you."
This is the Minnesota Vikings of 2022, dog.
Nah, but you know, SK. I mean, honestly, bro, like I feel you, because this is our team, and obviously we have. I'm big on evidence, right? And we have evidence that, of course, we still keeping it close, even though we're winning, we're keeping it close. But eventually, and my main thing is Kirk Cousins. It's not too much of the rest of the team. It's Kirk Cousins hasn't had that flawless game where he's throwing, like you said, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns. He just hasn't had that game yet, but we know it's coming. So at any moment, at any week, it can be tomorrow, it can be next week, Dallas, whatever. but we know for a fact that it's coming. All right, we know it has to. Like, it's just, I mean, unless Kevin O'Connell just doesn't trust Kirk as much as we think he does, and he's letting him just play these simple games like a game manager. That's my new thing, man. I call him an elite game manager, man. That's his new title. That's his new title. He's the best game manager in NFL history, bro.
Ooh, knowledge said Kirk leaving DC with them chains on.
With them chain, that's a fact. That's a fact. He might even drop his own chain after tomorrow. Hey, them boy need to get him a pendant. Say you like that. Hey, that gonna be fire, man.
He does. I think Zadarius said they're working on a chain for him for Christmas. So
you know Christmas, it's gonna be you like that.
We might be seeing Kirk Cousins with his own personalized chain, which is pretty fucking hilarious.
Yeah. That'll be funny as hell. He better hope he don't get his ass robbed. He better never wear that shit outside to the pizza shop.
Oh, yeah, with the shirt tucked in.
Only wear that shit when you're around the team, Kirk. Do not be out with your family rocking that shit, man. For real. Please don't.
I think he knows better than that.
Yeah, he knows better than that.
But let's touch on TJ Hawkinson, man. Obviously, the new addition to the team, everybody's excited about. Tight end averages the most yards per catch for a tight end in the league, I think at 15 yards per catch. What are you expecting from TJ in this game, man? Are we going to get him incorporated, or you think it's going to take a week or so before he really gets adapted?
I think he'll get about 15 to 20 snaps. I think a lot of them will be in the red zone, and he's going to score a touchdown tomorrow. Easy. I'm calling it. He will have a touchdown tomorrow. Hey, easy, bro. Easy. I mean, it ain't even going to be hard. It's going to be a play action down there on the 5 to 10 yard line. And I guarantee you saw what Johnny Munt did. It's going to be a play similar to that. It's going to be an easy touchdown. It's going to be an easy touchdown, man. This dude is a savage, bro. This is what I liked when we picked up TJ Hawkinson. That just shows that we trying to win right now. We're not trying to win. We trying to go far as we can this year right here. That's why I'm rocking with Kwesi, man. Because you don't make a move like that.
Not only does that send a message to your fan base, but that also sends a message to your locker room saying, like, hey, look, we're all in. We're in it to win it right now. We're not just trying to skate by and, get by with what we got. We're trying to improve, and we improve.
Bro, like that pick is better than OBJ. Any pick that we've been talking about, even Mike Gesicki, like, who would have ever thought? Nobody ever thought TJ Hawkinson would be available. Like, especially trading to us. Like, that's like what? Like, what the like what? Are you serious right now?
That was the craziest part, bro. In division. Now, I think of it, okay, we gave up a second and a third that could be a fourth. I think it depends on if we got to win a playoff game, I think. So if we win a playoff game, that fourth turns into a third. If we don't win a playoff game, it stays a fourth.
Man, they might well book it. Them boy get a third, man. That's all right. We win a playoff game.
I'm looking at it as like, okay, if we're going into the draft next season, Irv Smith, I wasn't expecting to come back in 2023 anyways. So I was expecting us to use a second, third round pick, depending on how the draft goes, obviously, on a tight end anyway. So you go out there and you get an established guy like TJ Hawkinson. For a second and a third round pick, and you get 2 picks in return too. So you're really just kind of moving back in those drafts. So you get picks in return, but you got a guy that's only 25 years old, I believe, extremely productive, and it's a team that hasn't been successful. So now you put him in situations where you're in a winning culture, you're around guys where it's a good feeling, you're not in that losing locker room. You got to come to work every week and just we're 1-5, 1-6,
exactly.
1-7. You're not coming into the office every day feeling like, God damn, what am I doing this for? So now he's in a locker room to where it's a winning culture. So I think this changes a lot for him. This just boosts his confidence and boosts his potential for this team. So the message that the coaching staff and the front office is sending its fan base and this locker room has got to have you excited. They're thinking Super Bowl. They're thinking Super Bowl right now. They're not thinking, no, let's just win our division and get to the second round. No, like we're thinking Super Bowl right now. We're not thinking anything else. We're 6-1, hopefully about to be 7-1, and we're putting ourselves in a position.
No, hopefully, man. We about to be 7-1, man. Ain't no hopefully, man. What's up, Ed in the building, man? SKOL'd Mafia in the building, man. Yeah,
What's up, man?
look, man.
All
Hey,
day
y'all. Hey,
there.
chat. We got to get SK on the train, man. You know, SK every Saturday. He always, like uneasy about the Vikings going into the week. We got to get him on the
I
perfect
have good
train, man.
reason to feel uneasy about him,
I know,
though.
man. You got to let it go, man. Let the past go, SK. Let the past go. It's time. It's
Look,
time, man.
I'll
We that.
let the past. I'm letting the past go if the last 5 weeks wasn't the same exact scenario every single week. If we had a
I feel
couple
you.
games here and there where we kind of blew leads and they got back in the game, we had to come back to win it. Okay, I get that. But we're doing this week in and week out, whether it's a good team, whether it's a mediocre team, whether it's a bad team. It's the same story every week. But hey,
Right.
if we want to sing the same song throughout the entire season and end the season 16-1 or 15-2,
Crazy.
14-3, so be it.
Crazy.
I'll take it. And now you're looking at a 1 or 2 seed, depending on how these Eagles finish off their season. So
Right.
look, I'm not complaining. I just know that this team has so much more potential and so much more room to get better that I'm waiting on it. Like I'm literally waiting on them.
I
to
feel like
make
the
that next
defense
step.
showed us a little something though. Like causing the turnovers. I feel like our turnovers are starting to pick up a little more. Like you could tell the defense is starting to like know where they're supposed to be a little more. Like it's definitely meshing together a little better, the defense, as far as because the whole point of that defense that Donatello wants to run is to cause turnovers. Like that's the whole point of it. And now look where we're ranked at in turnover differential, man. Like we up there now, you know what I mean? We're making it happen. We're making the other team turn the ball over. What you think Taylor Heineke gonna do tomorrow? Absolutely turn the ball over. This man is absolutely going to throw at least 2 interceptions tomorrow. I can almost bank it, bro. He's throwing 2 tomorrow. Easy. And he might fumble.
He could throw 2 tomorrow, but it's still gonna be a close game.
All right, we
we're
gotta
not
hit.
getting-
Well,
we're
we'll
not
wait.
getting
We'll
a
wait until we
blowout.
drop our score prediction. I'm ready to hear your score prediction. I'm gonna tell you mine. You gonna
I'll
fall
tell
like
you right
seat
now,
on
I
me.
don't have us losing. I don't have
Oh
us
yeah.
losing.
I hope not. I would hope not.
I don't have us losing, but I definitely have a close game.
Right.
I don't.
And that's
I don't
understandable. That's understandable. You know, going off of the evidence you have, obviously that's just the type of football we've been playing. So I mean, I understand where you're coming from.
I just look at our schedule and I don't really see a blowout on our schedule. I don't. The weakest team we play is the Detroit Lions, and we all saw how we played the Detroit Lions in Minnesota. Now we're going to Detroit. Again, I'm not saying we're going to lose that game, but that's not going to be an easy game. The New York Jets, obviously, they've improved. They're not going to be an easy game. The Bears, obviously, in Chicago, we struggle with the Bears every year, especially in Chicago. That's not going to be an easy game. Every game is going to be stressful for Vikings fans. We just got to accept it, man. I seriously believe we don't get a blowout this year.
I'm getting more and more comfortable with closer games though. Like I ain't gonna lie, like last year and the year before, like when games would play out how they're playing out this year, I would be on the edge of my seat, heart beating, like, man, we about to lose this game. But this year, it's like when I see that it's a 1 possession game, I'm like, I don't care, bro. Like we're about to win. You know what I mean? I just feel like we're gonna win.
Man. We
got Kirk, man. Fourth quarter dagger. You know what I'm saying?
Kirk Clutchins, man.
I'm telling you, bro, it is what it is. Like, hey, look, that's why I like what I see from Kirk. Like, and his stats are extremely bad compared to what he's used to. And all the Kirk little fans are on the hush hush, right? Because they see that they can't really talk about how good his stats are, but the team is winning, doing what he's doing. So keep doing it, Kirk.
Gotta give the man respect, man.
And now look, he's in the MVP conversation with the worst stats he's ever had, but yet he's in the MVP conversation.
That's what I'm saying. If he comes away within these next 3 to 4 games, out of 2 of those games, if he comes away with 250, 300 plus yards games, and we come away with the victory, he's gonna put himself in probably a top 3, top 4 in MVP rate. He's already top 5. So if he comes away with 2-3 strong games against good competitors, we're talking about MVP Kirk.
Yeah.
We're talking about MVP Kirk, right?
Yeah, man. And I called it at the beginning of the season, man. So, you know what I mean? Book it. You know what I mean? Book it, man. I said Kirk gonna be in the MVP conversation, man. I'm telling you,
man.
man, I'm a wizard at this shit now, man. I'm getting good at this shit, man. Nah, let me stop. I just
Let's not
but
let's not go
for
back
real,
to
I just
week
be
2.
guessing. Yeah, I just be guessing, man. Having fun.
What did Knowledge say? Knowledge said, I think the defense gonna score this game. This QB will turn the ball over multiple times. So you're thinking a pick 6, Knowledge? Knowledge thinking a pick 6? I wouldn't be surprised. I think we're due for a pick 6.
Colton getting mad at us because we're not paying him attention. Don't worry, SK. He do this on my chat all the time. You
It's
gotta pay
okay,
Colton
Colton.
attention.
Thanks for
It's
watching,
okay, man. You'll be all right, man. It's okay, my guy.
It's
I was
okay,
gonna
man.
tell you my name, Colton. I was gonna tell you my actual name at the end of this, man. You gotta stay at the end. I'm gonna reveal my name, man.
The name reveal.
The name reveal's coming, Colton. The thing you've been waiting for, the most important thing. I'm gonna do it.
I'm just waiting on Tyler to email me back.
Oh, okay, yeah. They talking about other stuff, man. Well, let's keep talking about the game.
Watch Kane get a return. That's one thing I'm waiting on too. We haven't seen much of Kane in the return game, and I don't know if that's necessarily because teams are just kicking out of the back of the end zone and they don't want to put the ball in his hands. But we gotta find a way. I think special teams coach said a couple weeks ago, we got to find a way to just give him an opportunity. If that means he needs to return it 9-8 yards out of the end zone, then so be it. So
yeah,
I think Kane's gonna have his opportunity soon. I don't know if it's gonna be this game, but I think it's coming soon, man. Kane's gonna get his opportunities.
Yeah, I think he'll get an opportunity too. I don't know if he'll run one back, man. I don't know, man. He seemed like he lost a step for some reason. But I see everybody's calling for a defensive touchdown. You know what I mean? I can rock with that. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Justin trying to guess my name bad. Ramaleezy? No, that ain't it.
Ramaleezy.
That shit kind of fire though.
Ramaleezy.
Funny.
I think a fumble return after a strip sack. Zadarius probably gonna get it done. Okay, I can see that happening too.
Yeah,
I can see that happening. Man. So let's get to these predictions, man. I think we're gonna wrap it up pretty early tonight. How are you feeling about tomorrow? I know you kind of have a blowout on your mind, but give me a bold prediction and then give me your score prediction.
The bold prediction. Well, I guess is TJ Hawkinson scoring a touchdown a bold prediction, or is that kind of like almost? Is that almost like it's you? We know it's gonna happen because I mean I just feel like that's an easy.
I wouldn't say we.
Let me pick something else.
Happen.
Let me pick something else, man, because I feel like that's happening. I'm gonna say Kirk Cousins is gonna have one of his games. So he's gonna throw for. It's not gonna be super crazy, but he'll throw for 252 yards, is what I called on my last video, with 3 touchdowns. So he's gonna have 3 touchdowns tomorrow. Yeah. So and has he had a game yet where he had 3 touchdowns or over 3? I don't think so, right?
No, I think he's only had 2 touchdowns. I don't think it's. I don't think.
Yeah. So that's a fact, man. He gonna get his season high for touchdowns, man. 3 touchdowns, and I got the score 31-17.
Okay, Justin has it 35-7. Justin
35-7. Boy, I like your vibes, Justin. Let's get it.
You thinking blowout. Let's
all day. Ed got your vibes right there, man. 26-20 in overtime. Overtime, Ed.
I don't have it going to overtime, but I wouldn't be surprised if the score is similar to something like that.
Skol Mafia got my name. Pin my name. Pin Skol Mafia.
Skol Mafia got it.
Skol Mafia know me, man. That my real brother, man. That why. There you go, Colton. Look at the pin comment. Skol Mafia, my real purple gang member, man. My rider.
Get it while you can. Get it while you can,
man, because it's about to delete.
Hey, man, knowledge took half of my prediction. That's my bold prediction that JJ gets in the end zone twice. He hasn't caught a touchdown pass since week 1. He did have that end around, and I think, week 3 or week 4? But he hasn't been in the end zone. He hasn't caught a touchdown pass. So my bold prediction would be JJ gets the end zone twice. Is that a bold prediction? Would you say it's bold?
Yeah, because he hasn't gotten the end zone since week actual like receiving touchdown since week one.
Week 1.
So that is a bold prediction, even though it's almost like, damn, it's
yeah,
JJ. But yeah, to get in there twice though, yeah, that's a bold prediction. I ain't gonna lie.
Josh Pierman has it 35-10. Jefferson and Thielen both get 2 scores, and Cooks get a rushing touchdown. Oh, okay. So you got Kirk throwing for 4 tugs, huh? Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jay
Let's go.
Got it 35.
Look at Nikki. Nikki with the 42-10. Let's go.
Look,
Let's
Justin,
go.
why is no one talking about Jay Jettas not having a receiving touchdown since like week 1 or some crazy shit? Yeah,
that is crazy.
We just talked about it.
That is crazy.
Oh, Nikki got us give him the 40 piece, huh, Nikki?
Yeah.
Nikki got us putting the 40 piece.
The 40 piece, man. The 40 nugget, man. Let's get it, man. SKOL'd Mafia with the 38-13. Let's go.
38-13.
I love when the chat be dropping their score predictions, man. You know, yeah, Colton, man. That's it. You would have never guessed it. But guess what, Colton? Drop your score prediction, man. Let's see what you got to say about tomorrow. My name is not important as how we gonna stomp on the Washington.
Joseph Ortiz, big offense today, 38-17.
Let's go.
Okay? Looks like everybody's siding with you, Rat.
I'm telling you, everybody side with me, man. Blowout time, man. 24-3 from Sodak Kid, man. 24-3 Sodak Kid.
24-3. Okay, so they don't even get in the end zone. I like that. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all mine. The Vikings will blow out the Washington Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
In the first half, they're gonna go up 21-3, 24-7. We're gonna be up there at halftime, feeling good. And then it's going to be the same story in the second half again. Washington's going to find a way to get back in the game. Now, it may not come down to one possession. It may not come down to a 26-20 like Jim had. But I think we come away with the victory. I'm going to say 31-20. I'm going to say 31-20. But second half, it gets a little too close for comfort because we built such a big lead in the first half. But I think we still come away with a double-digit victory. But it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy.
That sounds good. I hope it's not a game like that. I hope it ain't no 16-12 game. Please don't be me neither. Like that.
Me neither.
Please don't be no game. Colton with the 31-13 though, man. I'm rocking with that, you know. I'm rocking with that. If you score
5 touchdowns, Colton, it's more than 31 though. So you must be talking about like 35.
Yeah, 35, 13 if you score 5 touchdowns.
I'll take the 5 tugs. I mean, that's pretty much what somebody else said, 2 touchdowns for Thielen.
Yeah, because JJ gonna have, JJ at Thielen. Yeah.
Let's see. Nikki says JJ will get 10 catches for 197 yards.
Ooh, you talking about a balling.
Ooh. And Adam Thielen with a touchdown, a celebration, leapfrog, and 5 turnovers in the second half by interception, fumbles, and the pick. Okay, so I think Nikki had the 40-point. Has
42-10
on him.
Yeah, 42-10. They get it.
Okay. Hey, look,
I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, I don't see them being able to put up many points, man. That's my thing with Washington is like we already know that the Vikings know how to put up at least 24 to 28 points.
Everybody though, right? We said about everybody.
But Washington, though, look, the Lions actually had a good, were scoring points, though. You feel me? Like, we can't say that about the Lions because they were actually scoring points. You feel me? And then the Bears, I mean, what did we beat the Bears by? We beat the Bears only by like 4 points. What was it? 24-20 or some shit like that? I know it wasn't that crazy.
4 or 5 points.
But you know what I'm saying? Like the Washington Redskins, man, they struggle with scoring, man. They average 17 points a game, man. Come on, man. 17 points a game.
We played multiple teams that struggle scoring, man.
You're right.
Multiple teams that struggle scoring. But again, I think we come out hot tomorrow. I think we
and look, and they're wearing their all black uniforms, man. They dressing up for their funeral. I mean, it's perfect, man. You know what I mean? They're gonna already be ready for the funeral. And straight up. They'll be ready for the funeral. Mm-hmm. We lit, man. I'm confident, man.
I don't see us kicking many field goals with Joseph struggles, more 4th down conversions. I wouldn't be surprised at that. If it's a manageable 4th down and you're in field goal range, maybe it's a 50-yarder, I think you take that, depending on the game, depending on how the game's going. Because at the same time, if you're planning on having Greg Joseph as your kicker for the rest of the season. You want to get him some work. I mean, practice is practice, but at the same time, there's no work like game work. So if you have opportunities to where you're up in this game and you kind of have a stranglehold on the Washington Commanders and you see an opportunity where, you know what, let's get Greg a little bit of work right here. Let's see if he can knock this 48-yarder through. Then you do it. Now, if the situation's a little different and it's a tight game, and then you say, you know what, we can't rely on Greg to knock this kick through. We got to go for it on 4th and 3. Then so be it. So I wouldn't be opposed to going for it on 4th down a whole lot more, but I'm also thinking.
Hold on, and who said that? Who said that? Joseph?
Yeah,
Joseph said that. Yeah, man. I disagree with you, Joseph and SK, man. The game's not going to be close enough for us to go for 4. It's going to be over with. You know what I mean? There's no need for us. We're going to send Joseph out there because whether he misses or makes it ain't going to matter.
Late.
We kicking field goals late because the game going to be over, man. We might even just kneel the ball out, man. We ain't want those salt on the wound. Kevin O'Connell gives me a sportsmanship type of guy, man. You know, when we blowing him out, we might see Mullins tomorrow, man. He bullshit.
You're saying we'll see Mullins tomorrow?
I ain't gonna lie, boy. This champagne must got me real lit tonight, boy.
Yeah, you feeling buzzing right now.
Nah, but I ain't gonna lie. I told Dave though, on a serious note though, and everybody that's been tapping, I tapped in with 2 Washington content creators, like big ones too, like pretty good sized ones that really rep their team hard. And I was on their shows this week, and they scared, dog. They not ready for it. They know what's up, like, you know. And I just feel like us, we should know what's up with our squad. They have no chance in the world. They know that too. You know what I mean? They have no chance. I mean, anything can happen. It's football. It's the NFL. Anything can happen. But I look at a team like the Commanders, and I don't see us really like matching up with them where it's going to be like, okay, this is one of those anything can happen. I just feel like this is a game where we're going to win it because we just absolutely have the better team. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even close. So it's just like as long as we
have the better team in the majority of our games, though.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you could say that, and we're 6-1, so it's proven exactly. We have had the better team majority of our game. That's why we're 6-1, and I feel like tomorrow's no different. That's all. Now, whether we win by 4 points, whether we win by 4 points or we win by 11 points, it don't matter. Or we win by 17 points, we're gonna be 7-1 after tomorrow. That's a fact.
And we're also Lions fans tomorrow too, so hopefully these Lions can take out these Packers. If the Lions find a way to take out the Packers and we win, then I think our magic number is sitting at 5.
Right.
5. So that means we need a combination.
Did you have them at the beginning of the season? You had us 12-5. That's what you had us, right? Didn't you have us like 12-5?
12-5 or 11-6, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they've exceeded all of our expectations.
Yeah, they making me look stupid. I had us at 10-7. They making me look dumb, boy.
Hey, man, we might be at 10 wins within the next month or so.
I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you.
Beat those Bills.
Crazy.
Beat those Bills.
Hey. Listen, the Bills game is gonna tell us a lot. Like whether win or lose. Win or lose. Because even if we lose, it's gonna matter on how we lose. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like if we lose by a field goal, last possession, that's a win. That's a moral win for this squad. You feel me? Because we know we can look forward to meeting them in the Super Bowl if it comes down to it. But I mean, other than that, man, you know what I'm saying? We're going to see, man. The Commanders don't really move me that much, man. But the Bills, yeah. Colton, you funny as hell. This rap you talking all ghetto. I'm from the ghetto, Colton. I'm from the ghetto. That's why I talk like that.
Right.
Hey, that boy crazy, man.
And you never know what the weather's going to be like in Buffalo, too. Now, if we're being honest, if it's bad, mucky weather, possibly snowing, that might benefit us a little bit as far as the running game goes. We have a far better running game than the Buffalo Bills do. The Buffalo Bills, like, they're a really good team. Don't get me wrong, but they get in their own way. They're one of those teams that just get in their own way.
Yeah, we can expose them.
With their play calling, their run game, Devin Singletary's running the ball, toting the rock, looking good. And they just abandon the run game. They just start throwing the ball.
And then, who do the Bills play tomorrow? I think they got a pretty easy game tomorrow, actually. Are they on a bye?
Jets. I think they got.
They play the Jets. Yeah, they play the Jets, man. They're gonna smash the Jets. I mean, it's gonna be. They about to smash the Jets, man. I'm sorry. They're definitely going into our game 7-1. That's a fact. We gotta
Yeah.
play. We gotta win our game so we can. And that's gonna be. They might flex us to Sunday night.
No, they won't. They
You don't
won't.
think so?
It's too late. Yeah, they got to do it 2 weeks before the actual
Oh,
game.
I got you. Okay.
So one thing we know for sure, the Bills game won't get flexed, and the Cowboys game won't get flexed because Cowboys and the Vikings both play on that following Thursday on Thanksgiving. So they will not flex a game into Sunday night if both of those teams play on that Thursday. It doesn't make
shout
sense.
out to Jim, man, for calling that out. Packers had 200 rushing yards on the Bills, so they can be exposed. Yeah. And our offense is way better than the Packers, bro. Like, if we were playing that game that day against the Bills, we were coming out with that win.
Well, that's we're kind of like getting ahead of ourselves and kind of skipping over this Washington game. But if we want to talk about Buffalo, we can talk about Buffalo too. If you're going to beat the Buffalo Bills, you're gonna have to run the ball. You're gonna have to control the clock. And you got to be able to slow down that offense, hold them to field goals, get turnovers, do whatever you got to do. But to beat that team, you got to be able to run the ball on them, which you can. You can run the ball on the Buffalo Bills, but you got to be able to control the clock, and you got to score touchdowns. You cannot settle for field goals against the Buffalo Bills because they're high-powered offense. They can score on you, and they can score on you extremely quickly. So you got to put up touchdowns on the board against the Buffalo Bills. You can't.
And I think we will. But we'll get on to that. Yeah. Well, hey, y'all stay tuned for that because next week gonna be litty, man. That's gonna be a Super Bowl preview. Super Bowl preview. It will be the narrative all over the sports networks. You hear me? Everybody's gonna be saying like, look, this could be the Super Bowl matchup right here. Watch, it's happening. So stay tuned next week for all the Bills Vikings content, man.
Hey, it would only be right. Both teams 0-4 in the Super Bowl in their history. Somebody's got to win it. Hey,
listen, if the NFL is rigged for all the conspiracy theorists, if the NFL is rigged, why not? You feel what I'm saying? Like, why not? You know what I mean? Like that's the Super Bowl.
Man, if y'all are rigging it, toss us one.
Toss us one if you're rigging it.
If y'all are just tossing out rigged Super Bowls, toss us out one. Can we get one of those?
Please. We begging you. We bet just one.
I want a Super Bowl. Can I have one? You're giving one to damn Eagles.
Listen, when the Vikings win the Super Bowl, I'm buying a Super Bowl ring.
I told myself the same shit. I'm getting the same exact ring, bro. And I'm gonna do the ring ceremony the same night they do their.
I'm doing it. We're doing it live
at the game. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I'm buying me a ring. That's a fact. That's happening.
Yes, sir. You already know, but. Let's wrap it up there, man. We're going to cut it a little short tonight. We appreciate everybody tapping in with us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter. We appreciate your guys' support. If you don't already, go and subscribe to the YouTube page. And obviously, go and follow our new Facebook page. It's the Purple Code Backup page. So go ahead and hit that follow, hit that subscribe on Facebook as well. And follow us on Twitter at the Purple Code 1. You can follow Rap, at Purple Pocket Podcast.
That's right. Yeah, Purple Pocket Podcast everywhere, man. Yeah, man. You wanna tell them about the sponsors before we go, just in case they want to know
about our sponsors.
Hey, I be doing that too, bro. But we gotta shout our sponsors out, man. They keep this thing rolling.
Hey, look, the game don't kick off till noon tomorrow. So if you want to get some breakfast that's not breakfast in the morning, go ahead and stop by Rinaldi's Pizza and Pasta in Woodbury, Minnesota. They're located at 1560 Wood Lane Drive. Mention the purple code or TPC, and they'll give you that family discount. But if you want to go a little healthier, go a little light on your stomach, not too much in your stomach before you get drinking, go ahead and stop by Nautica Bowls. They are also located in Woodbury, Minnesota. Mention the purple code or TPC, and they will also get you that special family discount. So be sure to tap in with them. And again, mention the purple code or TPC to get that discount, y'all. So
that's a fact.
Again, we appreciate y'all tapping in. You can follow me on Twitter as well at SK_TPC. Appreciate y'all, man. Let's go to 7-1. Headed into that Buffalo game. It would only be right. It's your boy SK with my boy Rap. This is SKOL'd Report. Peace.
Peace out.